So I'm happy to introduce you Frank Farhudi-Nejad, owner of Fifth of Four VIP Investment and Pre-Construction Center. The floor is yours, and I'm really asking you to keep your intervention to the time limit of 5 minutes.
Yeah, sure. First of all, it's my honor to be here, learn from all ministers, councillors, mayors, and professional speakers. I only wanted to talk about a few of my practical points and experience on COVID effect on real estate. Actually, sure, COVID itself, it's not and was not good, with lots of financial and health issue for everybody. And sure, few of our friends even are not with us today. But unfortunately, that is the fact. We all need to face it. Anyway, now we have two options. One option is doing nothing. The other option would be to do our best, everybody in their own field. Also, we are facing a lot of negative points of health, but now I want to talk about some maybe positive effect of COVID age lifestyle on real estate as well. That actually we hope even after COVID, these new COVID age lifestyle to continue as well. I can, first of all, we can talk about, mention about saving time and energy. People they used to, they are getting more to be online, such as normal online shopping. So that has a lot of energy. This in real estate as well. For example, I mentioned we have less showing properties that is not really, or more important, we talk about signing documentation on transaction, professionals, signing papers with professionals such as banks and even lawyers. So it's kind of COVID. We hope these situation even after COVID continue. Sometimes 1 minute job, 1 hour job today is versus 1 day before COVID. And when we are talking about saving energy, we are talking about gas, traffic, pollution, and sure, much more. The other effect of COVID on real estate, we can talk about a space and designing changes. Actually, effect of the COVID, we see some changes on design on commercial and office spaces, especially on residential building, that now these days we have new design of separate media office space in building towers for residents for remote jobs. And anyway, we can say on COVID age, we have more demand on even 1 extra bedroom to be used as an office in apartments. So the reason is again because of some remote job. Above, we are talking about some remote job, remote working. Actually, because of COVID, few families decided to move to countryside for remote work. And as we know, all we know, the prices in countryside increase. Even in such area, prices for cottage double or even triple. But specifically in cities or downtown cities, we see price increasing stop, or even sometimes even we see price decreasing. But something that's really important, we can say this situation cannot be continue for countryside or for the cities. And the reason, and that's the reason actually downtown cities market and prices getting better and better, specifically when we are thinking of long-term project in downtown, such as pre-construction project that actually we buy now, getting ready in 4 or 5 years later. So can say this situation of what we have in real estate now, it cannot be continue. So kind of we have to be ready. What's the reason that actually those situations cannot be continued? We can talk about COVID that if we say COVID is not going to be gone, we can say COVID is going to be more under control in short term or long term. Even we may be not going back, to before COVID age, but still when we compared to the first day when we faced COVID, that we had no idea about COVID, we can say, yes, maybe we are not going back to age before COVID, but we are kind of getting more used to, and
Frank,
kind of we are getting COVID more under control.
Really get to the conclusion, as I see a message that the breakout session is going to close in 20 seconds. So maybe one last key message.
Yeah, 1.5 minutes only, I finish it. So I can say the reason that would be COVID is getting more under control. We can talk about immigrants, actually specifically about Toronto. We see before COVID, we had over 300 something, let's say close to 400 immigrants, but now it's only 200,000 immigrants. Then after COVID soon, we have these 400 plus immigrants coming to Toronto again. So more demand for living specifically in downtown or city area, because those specifically immigrants, when they come to, when I'm talking about Toronto, Canada, so kind of they want to be more close to government facilities, such as government facilities and some services. That's the reason when we say more demand for cities and downtown, so it means again more price increasing. So I only want to some other points that we don't have talked about: inflation and international students coming back to Canada, material price increase, and again immigrants not only from other countries but also from other cities mostly move to city centers. So all those affect the after COVID age. So kind of we have to be ready for price increasing and demand and supply in cities and downtown Toronto. At the end, summarizing 30 seconds, at the end, I would like to introduce actually great opportunity in real estate and development market to focus on smart cities. CSCP, Canada, China, a smart cities platform that we try to bring together Canadian and Chinese real estate and development and investors together, as there are a lot of opportunity available in development and smart cities between Canada and China regarding real estate and housing, specifically in major cities such as Toronto, Vancouver, and Shanghai and Beijing. We do our best having a stronger relationship between two countries and people by working together in this area. And our goal is to provide practical models of smart cities in the scale of neighborhoods, to creative investment package to bring investors together and enrich collaboration between Canada and China. Thanks you again. I'm sure would be more than happy to keep in touch together, fit4vip.com. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Frank. Thanks for wrapping it up and also for touching upon such a variety of issues. I'm really constrained with time now because we are already 6 minutes over and there's a new session starting. So I really would like to thank all the speakers for the excellent presentations and speaking points that you provided. This session has been full of food for thought and reflections on the many trends and challenges that when we start to look at the long-term impact of COVID pandemic on cities, we really need to take into consideration. I mean, clearly we don't have a clear picture of where we are in terms of impact on different segments and economic sectors, but some information is clearly emerging. And as a policymaker, we really need to investigate more and make sure that we don't miss the opportunity to start with transforming cities in something more sustainable, more inclusive, and make the most of the digital transition.